Dan, yeah, Dan, listen here, Dan. Remember the conversation we had in private with Takia Watch and what's his name? Man Like Reggie. Remember the conversation about the reason why Christians have to be proactive against the Dawa team, because you was, I don't want to divulge too much, but you don't like some of the tactics of the Christian ministries like like DCCI, who are pretty full on. One of the things that I said to you was that the reason why the Christians have not a right, but a duty to counterclaim what's being said by the Dawa teams is because there is one group that is specifically mentioned all the time when doing Dawa, and that's Christians. Now, to prove my point, yeah, and I didn't do this on purpose, even though I felt like doing it, I was in central London yesterday, Leicester Square, and guess what the Dawa stores had as their main message? Guess what the main message is in Leicester Square? We believe in Jesus, Moses, and the Abrahamic prophets. Guess how many booklets they had like this? Oh, sorry. The whole store was full of booklets on Jesus. Everywhere. So obviously, being the good citizen that I am, and the savior of Christianity, yeah, I said it, savior of Christianity, I then started asking them questions about what Jesus do you believe in? And let me tell you something. The Jesus that they say they believe in is not the Jesus the Christians believe in. It's a totally separate individual. It's a bit like Life of Brian, where you have someone mistaken for Jesus. So you have the real Jesus, and then you have the real Jesus, then you have the Jesus of the Dawa. When I asked them two specific questions that are totally kind of like, it's probably the most important component of Jesus to Christians, and two of the most important components to make Jesus who he is one, he was God, or the Son of God, the Trinity, and two, that he died for the sins of mankind and was crucified and then arose again. Let me say something to you. When I asked them both of these questions, is he the Son of God or is he God? No. Strike one. Yeah. Okay, you can still say they believe in Jesus, but one of the most important one of the most important parts of who Jesus is his sacrifice for mankind by allowing himself to be crucified for the sins of mankind. Guess what? They don't believe Jesus ever died. They not ever died. They don't believe that Jesus was ever crucified. Yeah. They don't believe that Jesus was crucified. In fact, they believe somebody else was up there to look like Jesus, and Jesus went away scot-free and was living in the Bahamas. That's kind of the gist of it. So, yes, that is the consensus, 100%. That is from every person I've heard. And so this is why you have the Dawa, the Christian ministries having to go out there and seem like they're being overly aggressive. Just go to any Dawa store and the whole thing is plastered with Christian narrative in order to entice people. And then once they're in, they don't tell them the truth. They'll sugarcoat it, do the chocolate Muslim thing. Once they're in, then they will start to go, okay, do your shahada, snip, snip. Hello, you're part of the crew now. And then you're not one of the greatest ever people, the kuffars. And so basically, you need to understand that. I would love for you to have the conversation with me next time, because now I've got actual real life kind of experience of seeing it recently. I've seen it in the past, but I've not seen it recently. So that was very good for me to see it again. And it was just a day after having that chat, and I was talking to him about you. Think about it. I was talking about Dan on Saturday, even though I was talking to him the day before. And this is what Dan has done. He's making me talk about him on a Saturday in Leicester Square, the party capital of the... Oh, Man Like Reggie, did you hear that? Do I have to re-say it now, Man Like Reggie? Do I have to say it again, Man Like Reggie? Look what I got from the Dawa stores yesterday. I was going to take a photo, but I annoyed them so much that I thought they might freaking, I don't know, behead me. So I didn't do it. I was like going crazy at them. So basically, everything we said to Man Like Reggie and how we was talking about was proven right with one stall in Leicester Square, which was plastered with all Jesus booklets. Jesus this, Jesus that, Jesus that. Jesus is our friend. Jesus is this. Jesus everywhere. Massive Jesus signs. And you have to ask yourself, why is Jesus being used as the main component of Dawah? Why are they not putting Muhammad? Why are they putting Jesus? Because they want to entice the Christians to look, pick up, and then that first point of call is like a domino effect. And this is how a lot of Christians have been converted. And so you may not like DCCI, you may not like Bob, you may not like any of these guys the way they do it, but I'll shut your mouth, Sir Faz. I'll take back the apology, you freaking little prick. How dare you tell me? You crazy. Yeah, you did it. You was the freaking guy that freaking was harassing and stalking Sir Faz. It was you. No, I'm only joking. It wasn't him. But don't freaking do that. This is your power, though. Yeah, and it's like you got a superpower of being annoying. And so I've got to respect it in a way because you have an ability to annoy me, and so you do have a superpower. Again, it's like your kryptonite to the Superman. So you are like the annoying kryptonite to the Superman, which is me. So you've got to give yourself a bit of credit for that. You do get under my skin a bit. I'm not going to lie. You are an annoying little prick, no doubt about it. But you're right. So basically, for Dan, you need to understand the reason why Christianity is dying is because now, please sit down, Dan, have a cup of tea, or if you're with your brothers in the pub, sit down with them. It's because of Christians like yourself. Because what you are not understanding from the conversation that I was having is the direct, what I call kind of targeting of Christians in order to convert by using your, and I will say your religious figure in order to bring them in. And then once they're in, they will then start doing work in their, I wouldn't say magic because they don't like magic, work in their jinn or whatever, work in their, I don't know, magic, I don't know. So yeah, hopefully if we, oh, big up, oh, he's one of the Sikh bros now. Yeah, big up to Dan. He's one of the Sikh bros now. Yeah, we have the best time though. Like the Sikhs are just too chilled out. We're like, yeah. What are you gonna do? Yeah, we'll kick your ass at the same time. Don't get me wrong. When we say we're chilled, we'll still freaking kick your ass. A little bit like me. I'm like a one.